Okay, welcome back to Downforce discussions after the summer break and the last two races that they were so boring that we decided to skip them because nothing was happening. And
We're
after
professionals.
and after two boring races, chaos track in Zambor. Like I don't even know where to start. It didn't rain, thank God, because what happened plus rain,
Mhm.
gone.
I'd like to add that I'm joining you all from the afterlife today because someone is preying on our downfall. We've had Megan has chopped off bloody half our finger. I'm here. We've had to say goodbye to Alessia because she's too busy. We're gonna miss you very much, but you're always welcome back on the pod anytime. That's the thing.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I'm going, but you can come back literally anytime.
And also, I haven't even watched the whole race
Yeah.
because I'm in the process of moving. So I've been very busy and I could not watch the whole race. Like, I fell asleep and then I haven't been able to catch on. So I literally just learned that Lando DNF'd.
So yeah, who do we start with? Lando?
Should we just list some penalties for a second, real quick? Because I have one, two, three, four, five, six different people written down here for penalties.
Yep.
We have the Stroll and Bortoletto noted collision, but there was no further investigation. Then we had Lawson and Sainz contact, which ended in plus 10 seconds for Sainz, which I think is unbelievably unfair. Because why did he get a penalty, but Lawson didn't?
Yeah, and I love when Carlos that I saw, like, Carlos was like, oh, it's always the same guy. And then he was like, why did I get a penalty? And I was like,
But
what?
If there was a penalty here, they should have both gotten one, not just one or the other.
no, and it's true. It's always the same dude. It's always
hmm
Liam.
He's terrorizing the Spaniards because why is he always on Alonso as well? What is this? Leave them alone.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
enough. And then we had Russell and Leclerc, which was a spicy one,
oh
but the
yeah.
stewards decided that there was nothing to be done about that, which I think is really interesting. Because again, I would say that that was the same sort of, if not worse, collision than Lawson and Sainz.
But the thing is that when they went to punish someone, Charles was out.
hmm
So maybe that's
Wait,
why.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
Okay. So wait, Charles, Lando, and did someone else DNF?
And Hamilton.
Lewis.
Oh yeah, yeah. That okay. I saw Lewis, but then okay, yeah, Charles and Lando.
So
Okay, what happened?
well, Kimi was way too hopeful, overtaken, and he took Charles away.
hmm
in 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 the turn, like the one with some, it's turn 5, the one
Mhm.
where Lance crashed during free practice, the
Mm.
same time he crashed.
Well, because that's where Hamilton crashed as well.
Yeah.
That corner was taking names this weekend. And then we had Antonelli speeding in the pit lane, which was another 5 seconds. So he had a 15-second penalty overall.
With
And
who?
then we had
Kimi.
uh, Kimmy. Then we had Hamilton received a five-place grid penalty for next week due to a yellow flag breach.
Yeah,
Oof.
because it was when they were coming to the grid and it was dangerous because there were people working.
hmm
So that's why he got it.
Mm.
Well, what
Okay.
a weekend.
And so, how did Lando DNF? When? Like what?
It
It
was
was
like,
literally, I
yeah,
think I've got it written down. Lap 65 of 72.
there was a leak in the oil and they knew it, but they were hoping that the car would work till the end.
Yeah,
But
and then
yeah,
he was like,
Okay.
"No, I have smoke coming out the back of my, like inside the cockpit and out the back of the car." But he literally just like had to park up and stop because it was dangerous, obviously, if it just
exactly.
exploded.
Aw. Okay.
He he was doing okay. It would have been a McLaren one too. It would have been.
Yeah, because
But
when I fell asleep and then I woke up during the podium and I saw Isaac with a champagne bottle and I was like, "Where's Lando?"
exactly, what is a polar
What?
bear doing in Arlington, Texas?
Yeah, I was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go back to sleep and I'll catch up." And then I
I mean,
Didn't.
didn't get to catch up.
obviously, it's very sad for Lando, but I'm really happy for us.
I'm
It was
happy
so
for
nice.
Visa Cash App because I was like, you know, my love hate with Isaac,
Yeah,
but I was like, he did quite a good weekend, so
yep.
close to him. But I could not stop thinking that should be Yuki, that should be Yuki
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
Yuki in that Yuki in that like Toro Rosso, he would have been second.
Yep.
He would have overtaken Max.
Yep.
So yeah, I could not stop thinking that should
This
be.
is what I was like. I should slow down because they're gonna move you. They're gonna move you.
Well, if rumor says Max told him like, don't,
Chill.
don't,
Chill.
don't call, like grab the call from Marco. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
Stay where you are.
It was a cute little thing though, because the podium consisted of the youngest French man to stand on the podium ever, which was very cute. We
Oh,
also have the first Australian to lead the championship since Mark. That was a fact. That wasn't just me dropping names for no reason. That was a fact. Thank you. And then we had four-time world champion Max Verstappen. So it was a very cute little podium
And
of
home
like,
race.
yeah, it was a nice little like up and down, like a good assortment of people. It's nice to see fresh faces on the podium. I
Yeah.
think that's why I love seeing like Hulkenberg in Silverstone because it's nice seeing new people on the podium.
yeah. And then when I did catch a bit of the like post race
Yeah.
show, and of course on Cattle Plus they were talking a lot about Isaac because yeah,
I
so I was like,
wonder why.
damn. Yeah, so like I'm excited. I will rewatch the whole race when I can. But yeah, like that's sweet. Yeah, I'm not like patriotic. It's like my favorite driver is Lando and all, but it's nice,
hmm
especially since he's so young and
It
yeah.
does. I mean, it's still not like I'm not really a patriotic person, but I'm still like, it's nice when a British driver does well. Am I the only
Yeah.
British person without British bias? Find out next week.
I mean, I
Well,
feel like a lot of French people support like Pierre and Ocon and
Yeah,
not me.
not you. Even though I saw
No.
that Alpine sign on your wall.
Yeah, I stole it from a roundabout.
no, the thing is that Isaac was just there. He took like George George Russell's place. I
Yep.
mean, he didn't do anything already the whole race. He just was right place, right time, and he
Yep.
got it. That's it.
As a George Russell fan, he indeed did do a George Russell. Jesus, English is hard, man.
And you're British.
I know.
No, the thing is that Spanish commentators have started to call George the Invisible Man because you don't see him all weekend and then he's just there.
He's very consistent. He's so
Yeah,
consistent. Like the way he just kind of moves in the shadows and then works his way up. And like it is really weird. And I think I touched on this before when I was speaking about when I went to Silverstone. Like it is really weird how the British people like they talk about British bias, but they don't really give a shit about George. And that's really bizarre to me because again, I really like George. I think he's a great guy. He's a lovely man. It's just really weird how he just has no like hardly any real support in the UK from what I've
Yeah.
seen.
yeah. Well, talking Brits, Ollie started in pit lane and then P6, like
Yes.
fuck.
Yep. And also I want to mention Alex Albon going up 10 places as well,
Yeah, as well.
which was crazy.
That's the one stop. Like kudos to Haas for the one stop with both
hmm
cars. Just Steon was not as lucky.
I know. It's just time and place.
Yeah.
The
And
thing
well,
is maybe Ferrari finally had a good strategy this weekend. We just didn't get to see it.
well, I'll send you the picture, but insert here my face when Charles was
Yes.
out. I was because I was
The
literally
rollers and all.
grabbing something. I look up and I see Kimi trying to overtake, and then Charles didn't have a front wing.
The
That was it.
Mercedes were just going for Leclerc this weekend.
That was it. And the
It was his car like literally disintegrated, like
yeah,
it was made out of paper.
Yeah, we finally had the official like lineup for Cadillac announced.
Yes.
Well, what did we think?
My TikTok made it onto straight white male for you page. And the men were not happy with me about my opinion. Let's just put it that way.
my
What a
question
surprise.
now is who's Mercedes reserve driver?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I said because
Esty?
do you remember ages ago when they Cadillac said we want a fresh new lineup, we want blah 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 blah, we want new faces. That was their whole thing. They were marketing themselves as being like brand new, whatever. And then obviously they bring back two drivers who I'm not mad about one of them. We know I'm mad about the other one. We don't support sexists on this channel. And then I made a little TikTok about that, and all the men were like, that makes sense coming from a Lando fan. And I was sat there like, that's funny because not me, homie. If you
But
knew me, you would know I'm not a Lando fan.
they got, I'm not going to say which one because I don't know, but the reason why it's Valtteri and Checo and not Valtteri or Colton Herta and
Hmm.
Checo or Colton Herta is because Colton Herta doesn't have a super license.
Yep.
He was the one for the seat, American
Yep.
brand, American driver. He
Yep.
had this big fan base there, but he doesn't have a super license, so he cannot because he's never been linked to an F1 team, so he
Nope.
doesn't have the kilometers. That's why rumor has it he's going to be one of the two Prema drivers next year in
Yeah.
F2. But you're putting someone who is like way too old in Formula 2. Like he's 25. Like that's a no in that's way too old for Formula 2. To start Formula 2, not to be in Formula 2. Don't get me wrong.
I would also like to bring up another American driver who is making his way back into the motorsport scene, and that is Mr. Logan Sargent himself.
Oh yeah.
That news was so good. It was so sweet. And like I'm just really happy for him. I hope he has a better time around this time because I do genuinely think he could have been something if he wasn't put in a whack ass team.
No, I think he was brought up way too early.
He was brought up too early. Yeah, they were just pushing for like the American influence on the brand and everything like that, and it just wasn't his time. And in doing so, they've kind of screwed him over, and it just makes me really upset that that's kind of what happened to him. But he's coming back. He's going to be with Matthias and Motorsports for IMSA, which will be really good for him.
Well, if I have to be honest, my first thought was like, oh, he's going to crash another car.
Oh, no.
I remember his last race in Formula 2, and he just went straight to the wall. Like even now, I'm like I told you, there's the race going on in the Spanish TV, and I have it there because I was watching TV before we started the episode, and I've just seen one scene, and I was like, oh yeah, it's true, because a couple of years ago, F2 used to be in Zandvoort. They used to race here, F2 and F3. I remember both races of that weekend. He crashed on both. I think he crashed in feature for sure because in turn one he just went straight to the wall. But yeah, I hope I'm wrong. But my first thought was like, another type of car he's going to crash.
No, I am very hopeful. I'm hoping for him. I'm praying for him.
Yeah. I got two things. So first of all, on Canal Plus, at some point they were talking like maybe next year Yuki might get sacked and they would already take Arvid. Like, what do you guys think?
I think
Oof.
if RB does not win the F2 championship this year, which is starting to look rough because the point gap is really big, leave him there because he can win the championship next year. Don't rush him because you're going to have another debacle.
You know what I think? I think they want another Sebastian Vettel so bad. They are just looking for the young, and they've been doing it since Seb left. They did it with Daniel, they did it with like Alex, they did it with Pierre, they've done it with Kvyat. They're just looking for someone to be the next Sebastian Vettel, especially now that Max is older as well. It's like they want this young superstar and they want this like Toro Rosso legacy, especially now that Horner's left. They kind of really want to bring back that picture and they're just looking for anything. But in doing so, they're just going to ruin people's careers because everyone knows that they are struggling now. They are really struggling, that team. They've got no team morale. As much as I didn't like Christian, he was very good with his drivers. He looked after his drivers, or he tried to at least. Whereas Helmut Marko is not there for the drivers. He's there for the money.
And then you have
That's what sucks.
And you have Lauren Mikes, who is already feeling corner shoes, saying that it's easier for the safety car to win a race than Lewis Hamilton to win the 8th World Championship.
Yeah.
So it's also true that everyone is seeing now that Lewis's move to Ferrari has been the biggest mistake of his career up to at least this year, because he's not achieved anything apart from.
And you know what? Us Carlos Sainz fans warned you. We warned you that that car and that team was a wreck, and none of you believed us, and you all called us salty because our driver wasn't staying with the team. And I'm not saying that Carlos has performed well with Williams. I mean, he has. He's performed semi-decent in the car that he's been given. But the fact that all of the like salty Ferrari fans were like, "Yeah, you're just jealous. You're just jealous," and now their team is crashing and burning.
Yay!
There it is.
There it is. He crashed.
Poetic timing.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally. Like you were saying. And
yeah,
apart from that, like sprint in China, there's nothing.
There's no, well, there's what is it, 8 races left now?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have to be like first in every single race now to even be in contention?
And the rest have to DNF.
Which
I know that having the Ferrari driver on your career is big, but is it worth it to ruin your reputation? Is it worth it to kill all your records?
Again, my profile picture is very relevant to this discussion right now because he did the same thing.
Yeah.
He wanted that legacy of Ferrari and it didn't happen. It crashed and burned in front of him, quite literally.
Yeah. No. The only one who was like clever enough was Kimi. He was like, I'm gone. And then when he was like, I have nothing to lose, he came back. And then Fernando, when he was like, you're not giving me the car I want. You have me signed for 2 more years, but fuck you. I'm gone. You have not.
I'm driving for me. I'm not driving for you. Yeah.
Exactly. Then he went to McLaren and that was even worse. But he stood his ground, and also Kimi. They were the only ones like, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah, talking McLaren, I now have an orange wall.
What I was going to say is that also McLaren benefit from Fernando leaving to Ferrari because he took Andrea Stella with him. Yeah. And look where Andrea is now.
Exactly.
So yeah.
It's like a massive butterfly effect.
So you're welcome for that.
And also Carlos fucking built that team from the ground up as well. So you're all welcome for that as well.
Yeah. I love the videos where little Lando is like was the reserve driver. Those videos in Kota when it was raining and he was giving coffee to Fernando.
the tea and coffee.
Oh my
Bless him.
God,
Yes.
he was so cute.
This like age difference that like Lando looks now compared to them is insane. It's like he literally had a second puberty
Yeah.
Totally.
because he looked like a baby in those videos and he looks like a grown man now.
Yeah, that's giving me hope for myself because I'm still looking like a baby. You know, the other day I ordered a drink and literally like the lady was like, "Ha, ID." Like I'm 22,
I
and then
was
she saw
ID
my
in
ID.
England
She was
as
like,
well.
"What?"
Hey.
I was ID in England. I was like, you're seeing all my friend group there drinking. Obviously, I can't drink.
Yeah,
I'm
but
the oldest of the group.
yeah, yeah. It's also
Yeah.
really funny because we always like when I used to work in a bar, whenever I used to ID people from other countries, I just used to look at all your passports and driver's license being like, oh, I don't actually know what any of this means.
I was just going to say big shout out to the F1 Academy girlies because both Nina and Maya won both races in the
Yeah.
home Grand Prix.
I
Nina
know,
won
it
the
was
sprint.
so sweet.
Maya won the feature. Well, race 2, the feature. Even though I'm a little bit mad at Maya because Maya was born and raised in Valencia.
Mm,
The nationalities, but you can have a really pleasant conversation with her in Spanish because her Spanish is.
oh,
So yeah, but she won her home Grand Prix.
I know.
So did Nina, and Nina won the race on her birthday.
I
So
know.
she was crying in the podium.
The podium made me really emotional when I saw it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, bad day for campus though.
Yeah.
So what the frick did you do? Anywho,
I
Okay.
have to say something very quickly, and that is that Connor's niece, my boyfriend's niece, drew
Oh
a
yeah.
really beautiful photo of Oscar for me for my birthday. And she's only young and she's just the sweetest girl ever. So I'm going to pop that in there because I said that I would give her a little shout out just because she's so lovely.
no,
Yeah, the
So
drawing is very cute. How old is
yeah,
really,
she?
she must be, she's starting secondary school soon. So 11, 12.
she's
Oh,
really good. It's really, really good.
It's
it's
better than
really
anything I
cute.
can do. So thank you, Madison.
Wait,
Love you,
can we
Madison.
can we put the picture here? Can we tell?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
And what else? And have you read the Twitter conspiracy theories that McLaren is just ruining Lando's
This,
content?
honestly, I knew it was going to happen. It was going to happen either way, but come on now, guys. Come on. Why would they ruin their own car? It doesn't make sense.
2007.
Yeah, I literally, as soon as I said that, I thought, that reminds me of a certain situation.
Yeah. Now the points, like the gap in the points is not making me happy.
It's not
But
that
when I
big.
found out, yeah, but when I found out Lando DNF, I was like, oh no.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I move in silence. I'm not saying anything.
But
Oh, and the other day I was shopping online for a rug and I saw a croissant rug and I thought of you, Ali.
Oscar pastry.
Yes, it was very cute. I need to
I
send it to
love that
you.
I'm known for my jelly cats now.
no, but the thing is that it happened to Lando, but it can happen this weekend to Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah.
not this was like a hole that was inside the oil stuff, but because of the heat.
Yeah, it got worse.
So yeah, it can happen. It can happen to Oscar. I mean, or he can
I hope that hell not you did not just put that out into the universe.
no, I
Oh,
said when something I've said has happened. No, it's a clown who cannot take
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Every single time he was
great.
like, "Oh, yeah,
Wait a
Kimi's
minute.
going to get the podium. Kimi has got the worst race in his life."
But Cam didn't even watch the race, so how did Lando DNF this time?
Right? I
Because we didn't say anything.
Yeah,
But
so it just defaulted. It just defaulted.
oh, I hate
He,
this.
he
I
was
can't
like, Cam is
even
not paying
free
attention to
speech.
me. Why am I racing?
It's like he's asleep on his couch. Yeah, fuck off.
With this guy.
Great.
And
Great. Oh,
oh,
oh, it's so cute.
and something regarding this weekend, in it's the last race of like race weekend of F3. And we've
Yes.
already have two confirmations of drivers for next year. And one makes me really, really happy because we are having the Barrichello last name back in the grid because the youngest, Fernando Barrichello, is coming to F3.
Another Nando.
Yep. And I'm so happy because I love the Barrichellos.
Yeah, I know. They're like good people. Everything I hear about them is just nice.
Insert here my picture with Rubens from last year.
Don't. I love him. Is it him that reposts all the like TikToks and stuff that everyone sends him?
I have
No,
no
that's
idea.
Fisichella. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, but Fizzy is also like, I think he's a real Aurelia Novel's manager or training or trainer.
Mm-hmm.
He's still involved with the youngest kids.
Bless them. On the grid.
So the other thing I was thinking about is like we talked about like Alpine and whether Franco was going to be replaced again, and he's still
Yes.
here.
Yep.
What do we think? And what about next year? And yeah.
I think they're panicking.
Can I say something that I know if someone from Argentina sees this, I'm going to be hated forever.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
He's not.
PSA.
He's not a bad driver. He's not a bad driver, but right now he's holding to that seat because of the sponsors he brings. But he's not a bad driver. He's been just put in a shitty situation.
He's not a bad driver. He's just, unfortunately, at the moment, quite a forgettable driver.
Exactly. And the thing with him, like when it comes to Flavio, is that he needs to be in front of Pierre every single race.
Yep.
In the end,
Yep.
or he's going to lose that seat. They have Paul, they have Kush, they have a lot of drivers right now.
Mm-hmm.
They even had to let go of Victor Martins because of how many drivers they had.
Yep.
He's hanging by a thread, and right now he's just holding because there are big sponsors and a big fan base.
Well, exactly.
And that's not even good because it's the second time Alpine has had to put like a post about people being respectful.
Yeah.
I think he's in his second strike with the fans, that if the fans don't stop, it's going to be the third strike, and we're going to have another Agustin Canapin in this situation. But the thing is that they are not going to sack him before the race, the season ends because of sponsors, but he's not going to be in the 2026 grid if it continues like this.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so it's not such an unpopular opinion. You think the same?
No, I agree with you because I think it was very funny in the beginning to be like, ha ha ha, his fans are really this, his fans are really that. They're actually quite nasty. And some of the comments that, I mean, we know about this anyway, some of the comments they're leaving about other drivers, the death threats, things like that is disgusting. It's childish. And I don't really understand. And it makes him look bad. And even he's like said, stop doing this. Like you're making like it's really bad, don't do this. They don't listen.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
This is not football. Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming because they come, like they in general, like Argentinian fans, not all of them, of course, the ones that do this, it's because they just understand football. They come from watching the Argentinian team, which is a really good team, not going to put any, but they come from watching football. They don't understand that this is not how we do it in European sports.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, even in football, that shouldn't be okay, Like I've been in a lot of toxic fandoms and stuff, and it's just it's annoying, like don't be an asshole.
You have
Mhm.
not ever been to a British match, have you?
Ugh, I have.
Nah, I don't like football.
I
Sorry.
unfortunately have been
Chance,
to
the
many.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know about,
let's
yeah.
just say there's quite a lot of racism in this country still, but we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew
Yeah, but
that.
same in France. I mean, it's
Same.
like, most of our team is like black people or mixed
Hmm.
people. And so during like the World Cup, a lot of people were like, oh, this is not a French team. And then when we
Yeah.
won the World Cup, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's France. And it's like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
bitch.
When I'm doing bad, I'm Thai. When I'm doing good, I'm English.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
Albon.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a bit of that, I think, sometimes with Isaac as well, because he's half French, half Algerian, but
Yes.
it's not as bad. But yeah,
It's very similar
racism.
for the UK, and I imagine that Coulthard used to get a lot of this as well back in the day. Is that he was a British driver when he was doing well, he was a Scottish driver when he was doing terribly. Um, because English people like to take the credit for a lot of Scottish things, but that is a conversation for another time.
Meg, we miss you.
Yes,
We have Monza this weekend. We have
yes.
what do we think is going to happen this weekend? Who's going to be a flop and who's going to be at top?
I'm not saying anything.
I
I have no idea.
I mean McLaren is going to be on top, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But the other teams, even Aston Martin, they are really tight.
That
I'm
mid ground, that midfield is tight.
I'm not counting like the Ferraris because we cannot count Lewis. He has a 5 grade penalty play
Yep.
5 place Grenell. Okay,
Yeah.
he has a penalty that he either has a really fast car and can overtake after like in the straight after turn 1 and 2, going to 3 and 4, or he can like qualifying is going to be key, and if he qualifies fifth and goes 5 places out, he's out of the points unless something happens. So yeah,
It's going to be, I think it's going to be good. I quite enjoy Monza, um, especially because I feel like it's quite a controversial race because there's such pressure on Ferrari
yeah,
in Italian
they
races.
are back with the blue things. Like, dude, you're not a blue team.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The company I work for is responsible for that.
I
I'm sorry about that.
I really hope the car is not blue, because then
Has
you're
anyone
going.
seen the mention about Williams that got announced today as well?
No,
Puma is losing Williams at the end of this season, and they are now being with New Era.
What's that?
They make the caps for like Red Bull and stuff. New Era, they do like Yankees
Ah,
caps and stuff
yes.
like that as well. So the merch is now going to be extortionate for me. So I'm not happy about that.
oh, you have your Carlos Williams.
That is literally, I have like a Carlos side of my room that just has the cap that you gave me, his Williams caps and his McLaren cap. I don't actually have a Ferrari signs cap.
I do, because they gave it last year, since
Yeah.
we already knew he was leaving Ferrari.
Mm.
They
Damn.
gave us the good cups.
Damn. I
Yeah.
don't have any F1 caps. Like I have like 24 hours of Le Mans and a bunch
Yeah.
of those. I have like the 100 like anniversary 24 hours of Le Mans and stuff, but I don't have any F1 caps.
My dad has thrifted like a lot of them
Yeah, mine are a
for
lot of
me.
mine are
Like, I
vintage.
have every single Fernando cap, but because my dad thrifted like McLaren and a lot of that, I'm only missing the 2008-9 Renault one, the one that they were with the bank. That's the only one like I'm missing.
Oh yeah, the
other ones I have,
IMG.
yeah. The rest I have all of them.
Damn.
So no one can venture to say who will be third in Monza.
George Russell.
I was going to say George as well.
It's about time. He needs to come back.
Even though I wouldn't be sad that Kimi got a podium as well because he's racing.
Oh, absolutely not. No, yeah, he would be. I'd be happy with either of the Mercedes boys.
But I
Yes.
don't think Ferrari is going to do something. Please, Charles, make me be wrong.
I don't want to say anything because I jinx stuff. So, but I got my opinions. I'm just not going to say them.
Go wild to someone random.
Oh yeah, okay. Something random. Stroll is gonna win. Sorry, Nat. What else? I'm panicking. Liam second, and who could be third? I don't know. Bortoleto.
All I'm hearing is nightmare blunt rotation.
Okay, and we also have MotoGP this weekend. That if there's a big gap between Mark and his brother, he could win the championship in Valentino Rossi's backyard next week.
And ELMS in 10 days, which I'm going to. So
that's how we wrap up the episode.
Bye, guys.
We'll be back after Monza. Bye.
Bye.